Hello, lovely people of the world, once again to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. In the previous episode, we conquered the world of Scorch, and in today's video, we'll be going down the stairs and going towards Fracture Hills.
Well, hello there, Mr. Dragon. You're pretty cute for a quadruped. I wish I could take you on a tour of our temple, but a bunch of lousy earth-shapers have encased it in stone.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But what isn't unfortunate is we could set everything on fire! Oh, he came back to life.
Thank you for releasing me. There are still some more satyrs trapped in stone.
Alright, so going inside Fracture Hills, this is a level that's kind of infamous with the Spyro the Dragon fanbase, because there's a certain level a little bit later that pretty much everybody struggles on their first playthrough. But with all that being said, I gotta say, this is honestly one of my favorite worlds in the entirety of this game, because I don't know if this was intentional or not, but just everything about this place, from the goat people that we met to those rock trolls over there, just everything about it kind of gives it a bit of a Scandinavian feel to it. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but as somebody who kind of has a heritage from that region, it's kind of speaks to me in a way. It's really, really pretty level, and I really like it. And also, these things, these evil trees of evilness, I love them so much. Like, they just look so happy when they eat Spyro, and their death animation is also kind of funny as well. And it might be incredibly morbid to say, but I just think it's pretty fun. There's also an enemy like that right there who will be attacking with the bee, so I'm sure he's into the Capri-san's best friend. A bee? Like, there's honestly not that much I could say that's negative about this place. I really do like this level. Now, obviously, there is that one level, which we'll be getting into a little bit later, but all in all, I like this one. But why don't I show you rather than tell you, because that's what a good writer does. Even though I'm not writing, I'm playing a video game. There's kind of a big difference between those two things. So we continue over here. There's some jars we could destroy, because it's the mortal nemesis of every video gamer. Owie! Pain is also the mortal nemesis of every video gamer, and everybody else. Some more shiny gems over there. And now we can free this guy. Can I just say, this guy has like the most smug grin ever. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it just looks like the wet way. And now we'll continue around over here. Watch out for that guy, because he's going to be launching a bee. Yeah, I have no idea how long I've been waiting to do that. Like, I've been wanting to do this game as a Let's Play for such a long time, and when I played this area the first time, I knew that when I eventually do Let's Play this game, I was going to make that reference. I know, it's probably like an overused joke in the Let's Play community, but you know what? It's a classic for a reason. Actually, now that I think about it, does he even say that often nowadays? I honestly don't know the answer to that. Well, anyway, enough about that, because we'll continue destroying the trees. That hurt my feelings. Alright, there should be another firefly around here somewhere. There we go. I have my new best friend. Also, I gotta say, before we talk to this girl, I gotta say, just look at how adorable her idol animation is. She's playing with a yo-yo, and when we walk by her and things like that, how she waves at us, she's just so cute.
Perhaps you can help. My friend is locked in this room and lost the key.
Do you know how hard it is to find a locksmith at this time of night?
We'll help her in a moment, but first I want to go see if we can find that other guy that's trapped in stone. He's up there. Okay. That wasn't too bad. What were you worried about? Like, why were you screaming at me that we would never be able to find him? Like, he's just right here. It wasn't too hard. Oh, there's another one. That's what I get for misreading the fraction.
It's great to be free. Now there's only one satyr left to rescue.
Alrighty then. Now, where can I find them? And we'll find them eventually. Alright, I was looking around for a bit trying to find that last one, but I couldn't find them, so we'll just continue onward and hopefully we'll be able to find that dude at some point eventually, maybe kinda perhaps. So, as we go across this area, I gotta say, the enemies that we'll be facing this place may very well be my favorite enemies in the entire Spyro series. I believe they're called Earth Movers or something like that. But basically they're rock trolls that have a pickaxe and things like that. You can't burn them or anything like that, but what we can do is something that I'll be showing you in a moment. But first, let's go over here, because there's some shiny stuff that I want to collect. So basically what you want to do is you want to use your dodge ability to get out of the way of the pickaxe, and then you'll want to knock them into the lava. And as I do this, look at this guy's face. He just looks so sad! I feel so bad for destroying that one because he looks adorable when he dies, but it's really, really funny. So, yeah, we'll continue on over here. And also, I gotta say, I really like their animation where they kind of scratch their back with the pickaxe. I imagine doing that in real life would be really, really painful because pickaxes are really sharp. They have to be if they're gonna cut diamonds and things like that, but it's just really funny to think about. Fast forward! Duh! Oh, I guess you can use the fire to destroy that guy. Well, the more you know. Alright, I probably didn't need to fast forward that area, I just felt like saying that because that's one of my favorite catchphrases to say in these videos. Alright, so I believe that was enough enemies to activate the superpower of this world. So now we're going to be going over this way. And... boom! Fast charging of epicness! Oh yeah! Doing this will make us be able to run into a wall. And that's pretty fun. So, the thing the game wants you to do is it wants you to follow along the trail on the ground. Personally, I kind of don't like doing that because it puts you in the way of the rock trolls a bit more. I know they're called Earth Movers, but I just start calling them rock trolls because they remind me of the trolls on Frozen. Anything that reminds me of that is a good thing because it's one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. And I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that one because a lot of people think that movie is overrated, which I can understand, but I love Frozen, so who cares?
Oh, thank goodness you broke that door down for me. I thought I'd be stuck in here forever. I found this fancy orb in here. Please, take it.
Alrighty then. So I'm taking care of that. We can go over here and barely missed the jump. That was unfortunate. So we're gonna collect more gemstones. So that's gonna be pretty fine and dandy indeed. Because gemstones are super shiny and these look like gusher candies. And it's making me want candy even though it's bad for me. You're never too old for candy. Oh my god, what?
Just stand still, he says. I'll turn your boots to gold, he says. Oh, hi, Spyro. You're a sight for sore eyes. I'd appreciate it mightily if you could locate that alchemist.
What? He's stuck in his T-pose! Oh my goodness, I've never seen this before! Wow! Oh my goodness! What? Huh? He's stuck in his T-pose! I have never seen that in any game ever! I've never seen that before! Like, I obviously know what a T-pose looks like because I've had to make so many of them in programming classes and things like that, but I've never seen that. Like, okay, I'm gonna try and get the model to reload and see if that fixes it, but wow. That is amazing. It's still stuck!
Just stand still, he says. I'll turn your boots to gold, he says. Oh, hi, Spyro. You're a sight for sore eyes. I'd appreciate it mightily if you could locate that Alchemist.
The best part about this is that only his mouth is animating. He's not even blinking. Oh man, that is amazing. So, let's go over here and talk to this guy.
Experimenting with a new potion. I'd like to try it out, but the Earth Shapers have made going out a bit difficult. Could you kindly offer me an escort? Great! Just keep those Earth Shapers away from me, and I'll take this potion to Hunter.
So this is the mission that it seems like everybody has trouble with on their first playthrough. Because if this guy gets hit once, you have to restart the entire thing, and he doesn't always move in the way that makes the most sense. So you're basically going to have to move him around and things like that. You basically need to ram yourself into the Earth Shapers. And I realized that I've been calling them the wrong name the entire video, so I do apologize for that. I wasn't exactly paying attention to the dialogue a moment ago, but hopefully we'll be able to do this okay. Now, I honestly don't think this is really that hard. It's just a matter of you need to pay attention to where this guy's going, because he doesn't always go in the way that makes the most sense. So, yeah, it's not really that difficult. It's just you need to pay attention to what you're doing. Alright, so where are you going? Where are you going back that way? Okay, that's the one that always throws me off, because he was going just fine one direction, and then he just suddenly changes his mind. Let's try that again. So, one thing that's particularly fun about this mission that I certainly remember fondly was that in the PlayStation version of this game, I don't know if this was a cut feature or anything like that, but I could never get the dodge mechanic to work at all in the original game. Like, I'm sure it was a feature and my controller just wasn't that good or something like that, I don't know, but I could never get the dodge mechanic to work in the original game. So I played through this entire level not being able to get it to work, or it just wasn't in the game at all. I honestly don't know the answer to that, but I imagine that it was actually cut from the game and things like that, but yeah, it wasn't that great of a thing. Like, I have heavily criticized the dodge mechanic in Spyro games in the past, saying that they're not that great, and I still stand by that statement, but it is something that's worth mentioning. Now, I will say, probably my least favorite thing about this is the fact that your dragonfly doesn't respawn health when you go through this area, and it's kind of a bit more obnoxious than it needs to be, but I stand by what I said a moment ago, saying that I don't think this is nearly as hard as people make it out to be. There's definitely more difficult missions in the game that are way more difficult than this one. It's just that it seems like this is the one that everybody seems to have one of the most trouble with on their first playthrough. If you're low on health, the best thing that I can advise is to use the dragonfly that's supposed to spawn here, but it didn't. Okay, as we go through this area, I gotta say, what's wrong with this guy? Why does he have to go the long way around to get through this area when he can literally just walk around through this one and only have to deal with one guy? This guy is kind of stupid. Okay, I have to know. Is he still stuck like that? Okay, it looks like Hunter's back to normal, but... Man, I'm so glad that I got that on recording that he was trapped in a T-pose. I've never seen that in a game like this before. Like, I have played glitchy games before, and I probably have seen that before at some point. I just don't remember off the top of my head if I have seen a character trapped in a T-pose like that, but it's just really amusing. And the funny thing is, if you don't know what a T-pose is, basically when you're modeling a character and things like that, that's the default pose that a character is developed in, because it's just the easiest way to model a character so that you can freely make their animations and things like that. That's basically like the default. So it's just kind of interesting to see them get stuck like that. Now, there are a few games where they're in their T-pose intentionally. Like, I know in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Olimar, when he did his up special, the very first frame of animation would be in a T-pose, but that's not like a glitch or anything like that. That was an intentional thing the animators did. And watch out for this particular, because that jerk will go back around in a circle and go around this way, even though he had a perfect straight line a moment ago. But after all that, we finally saved Hunter. That just makes this mission all the more horrible, because we could have kept him trapped here.
Will you look after this for me? Come back and meet me here when you've learned how to head bash, and we can kick some Earthshaper butt together.
Oh, goody. We can't even do everything here because of this guy. Okay, so as I mentioned before, when we were taking care of missions that we couldn't get on our first run, anything that we can't immediately get right now, we're going to save for the finale of the Let's Play, or at least a video close to the finale. I don't know exactly off the top of my head when we'll do that, but looks like we're going to have to come back here at a later date. So there'll be a card on the corner of the screen that will take you to the video where we take care of all that good stuff. Leave it to Hunter to figure out a way to ruin what was one of my favorite levels in the entire game. Aha, I finally found this guy!
Now that you have rescued all the satyrs in Fracture Hills, you ought to explore the temple. Music can calm the savage beast, and bagpipe music can break solid rock. Music can...
Go away. So now we'll go over this direction, and after all that, we can finally enter the temple. The fonts are just so adorable in this game.
Oh, hi, Dragon Boy. You're probably expecting me to say, "You're my hero. Thanks for saving poor, helpless little me." Sorry, short stuff. I was only in here because I like the peace and quiet. Anyway, the other fawns wanted me to give you this talisman.
Alright, so now we're taking care of that. Let's check the checkbook real quick. There's one more thing that we can't do real quick. So, the rest of this video is going to be searching for orbs that we've missed. And that's going to be pretty fun. So, cue the montage. That was almost a smooth first run, but then it wasn't. Alright, now for the real first attempt. That other one, that was just a practice run. That didn't count. This is the real first attempt. So there's a steel jar thingy in here that we need to use our supercharge to activate. That was also a practice attempt that didn't count either. And now for the real first attempt. So we'll go over this way because, like I said during the practice attempt, that didn't count or anything like that. We need to use a supercharge to activate a shiny thingy. Yeah, we got it. And that wasn't even the last gemstone thingy. Boy, I told myself when I was planning out the series to make that the last one so it could be unnecessarily epic and things like that. And then I didn't, and I betrayed everyone. Can you find it in your heart to forgive me? Shiny! Shiny! Yeah, we found all the shinies! Woo! Alright, so yeah, I may have complained a little bit about the Alchemist challenge, but honestly, if you don't complain about that, are you really a Spyro fan? I really do love this level. It's easily one of my favorites in the entire game. And I'm so happy that I was finally able to play it during the Let's Play. Now that we've taken care of all that, and done as much as we could for Fracture Hills at this point, we're ending this video off here. So thank you all so much for watching this video for Spyro to Ripto's Rage. In the next episode, we'll be going inside this door. And until next time, Lady Gear to you. Oh yeah.